Hello everyone and welcome once again. So we were discussing chapter planning, and in chapter planning we discussed the definition of planning, importance of planning, features of planning, steps in planning and limitations of planning. And today we are going to discuss a very important topic, that is what are the different types of plan. So firstly we will try to understand what is the definition of plan. A plan is a specific action proposed to help the organization to achieve its objective. So it is a document that outlines how goals will be achieved. I am repeating it again. It's a document which outlines how the goals are achieved. On the basis of time horizon or the length of planning, it can be divided into two types. The one is single use plan, and the another one is standing plans. Standing plans. As the name of the plan is single use plan. What the single use plan is? A single use plan is developed for a one time event. It is developed for one time event. And what is the standing plan? It is used for activities that occur regularly over a period of time. Activities that occurs regularly for over a period of time. Over a period of time. So, what is the second difference? If you talk about the single use plan, they are known occurring situations. So, they are known occurring in nature. And if you talk about the standing plan is designed for the internal operation of the organization to run smoothly, and it is recurring in nature. All the activities are recurring in nature. The time frame of single use plan, it could be a week, it could be a month. But if you talk about the second one, standing plan, it could be over a period of time, means again and again, right? What are the different examples of single use plan? Budgets, programs, and projects. They are the examples of the single use plan: budget, programs and project. And examples of standing plan: policies, methods, rules and procedures. So they are the different examples of the standing plans. After that, we are discussing the classifications of plan. Based on what plan seeks to achieve, the plans are classified into 8 categories. What are those 8 categories? Objectives, strategy, policy, procedure, methods, rule, budgets, programs. These are those 8 categories. Mind it, the first 2 categories, that is objectives and strategy, neither they are single use, come under the single use, neither they are come under the standing plan. So objective and strategy, neither they come under the single use, neither they come under the standing plan. Now we are going to discuss the different types of plans, and the first type of plan is objectives. So the classification is like that. Objectives. What is the definition of objectives? These are endpoints which are numerically expressed that the management seeks to achieve within the given period. So these are the endpoints which is numerically expressed and that the management want to achieve within a given period of times. So we can say that the following are the features of it. What is the first feature? These are the endpoints of planning. This is the endpoint of planning, or these are the end results activities also. The second feature is, which I can say that they should be measured in the quantitative terms. They should measured in quantitative terms. The another feature is they are normally set by the top management. And they serve as a guide for overall planning. Right? What are the examples of it? Examples are, say, increase in sale by 10%. Increase in sale by 10%. Or decrease in cost by 20%. These are the certain examples of the objectives. So they are the endpoints of planning. They should be measured in the quantitative terms and that need to be achieved within the given period, and it is set by the top management. Examples: increase in sale by 10% or decrease in the cost by 20%. Now we are moving toward the next type of plan, that is strategy. Strategy, it is a comprehensive plan for accomplishing an organization objective, taking business environment into consideration. What are the business environment? What are the threats in the business environments? What are the opportunities in the business environment that need to be considered? So it is a comprehensive plan which is for accomplishing the organization objective. The first one was objective. To accomplishing that, this is the comprehensive plan which is taken by taking into consideration the environmental factor. Right? So what are the features of strategy? We can say that strategy defines the organization direction. It defines the organization direction in long run. So this is for the long run, and it defines the organization direction in the long run. What is considered? It is strategies formulated by considering the business environment. So business environment need to be taken into consideration. Business environment need to be considered. Right? The next one, allocation of the necessary resources to achieve the objective. So allocating resources, strategy includes allocation of the resources which is necessary to achieve the objectives of the organization. Right? And examples of the strategy are, say, the choice of media, means how the advertisement should be done. Pricing strategy, what should be the pricing strategy, right? These are the certain say the channel of distribution, how the goods should be distributed. So these all are the examples of the strategies. So strategies for the long run, and we define the long-term direction of the business. Business environment need to be taken into consideration. Allocation of resources are done in it, and examples are choice of media, pricing strategy, and channel of distribution. The third type of plan is policy. What the policy is? Policy is a general guidelines that guides thinking or channelize energy towards a particular direction. It brings uniformity in the decision making and action for interpretation of the strategy. So it is a general guidelines which guides the thinking and energize all the energies toward the particular direction. It brings out the uniformity in the decision making and the action. So this is policy. Now, what are the different features of policy on the basis of this definition? Firstly, policies are guide to managerial action. Policies are guide to managerial action. Managerial action. First feature. The second one, it defines the broad parameter within which the manager may function. So it defines broad parameter. It defines broad parameter within which manager will function. Within which manager will function. Second feature. The another feature is it specifies how the organization will respond to a certain situation. It specifies how organization will respond to particular situation. Next feature is policy. There are the policies for the all level and departments in the organization, ranging from the major company policies to the minor policies. Major policies are all which is known to the customers, clients, and the competitors, whereas the minor policies are applicable for the insiders. Okay. So the policies are for all level and department ranging from major policies to the minor policies. Another feature is it is flexible in nature. Policies is flexible in nature, and examples of the policies are, say, promotion, how it should be done. Internal promotion should be done on the external promotion should be done. This is one of the example. Selling should be cash basis or credit basis. So cash basis selling is another example of it. Say, will follow the fixed price policy, or bargaining is also allowed. So these are the different type of the policies example. So policies are guide to the managerial action. It is a broad parameter within which the manager will function. It specifies how the organization will respond to a particular situation. It is flexible in nature, and policies are for all level and for the all department. These are the certain examples of the policy. So after that, we will discuss the next type of the plan, that is procedure. So the next type of the plan is procedure. What the procedure is? Procedure consists of routine steps performed in a chronological order to carry out activities. It details the exact manner in which any work is to be performed. So it is a sequence of the routine steps which is performed in a chronological order. So these are the steps which need to be performed in a chronological order in order to perform or carry out the activities. So it tells us the exact manner in which the particular task or work needs to be performed. This is the definition of the procedure. On the basis of that, we can say that there are certain features of the procedure. The first one is it is a sequence of steps or action to be taken. Sequence of steps or action to be taken. The next one is Procedure are for the insider to follow. Policy is for insider as well as for the outsider, and procedure is for insider to follow. Insider to follow. The next feature of the procedure is procedure are the steps to be carried out within the broad policy framework. Within the broad policy framework, right? Steps to be followed. Steps to be followed within broad policy framework. And what are the examples of procedure? Examples of procedure are, say, the purchase of raw material, how it will be done. Say, procedure for purchase of raw material, how it will be done. Selection of employee, which method I will, what are the different steps to be followed by selection of the employees. And say, holding and conducting of the meeting, how it should be done. Holding and conducting of meeting, how it should be done. So this is the way you can define the procedure. The fifth type of plan is rule. What is rule? It is a specific statement that specifies clear what is to be done and not to be done. So it is a guide of behavior. So it is a specific statement that specifies what to be done, what not to be done, and it is a guide to the behavior. That is rule. So rule features are, it's not flexible in nature. There is no change which is permissible in the rule, right? It reflects a manager's decision that a certain action must or must not be taken. So it tells a certain action must be taken or must not to be taken. Next type of the, you can say that the next feature of the rule is, it is the simplest type of the plan and there is no compromise to change. So it is simple plan and no change is permissible. No change is permissible in that. Either do that or either not do that. This is need to be taken. What is the example and what are the certain examples? Is that examples are same. Rule of no smoking. This is rule. Say, no smoking inside of the premises. This is one of the rules which the example I am putting it here. Say, trespassing is not allowed, so nobody can come from the outside to the inside of the organization. So these are the rules. If you offend that, you need to bear the consequences and the penalty will be imposed. The next type of the plan is method. What the method is? Method is a prescribed way in which a task is to be performed, taking into consideration the objective of the organization. So it is a prescribed way within which the task is to be performed and taking into the consideration of the objective of the organization. So you can say that it is a prescribed way of performing a task. Prescribed way of performing a task or duty. The next one is selection of the right method will save time. Selection of right method will save time, money, and efforts. I hope this point is clear. What are the examples of it? Say for imparting training to the employees at the various level of the top management to the supervisory management, different methods can be adopted. For higher level, orientation program, lecture or seminar could be done. And whereas for the supervisory level, the job training method can be followed. So example say the job training method for supervisory level or lower level, supervisory level or lower level, or say the seminar method for top level management. This is an example of it. The 7th type of the plan is budget. What the budget is? It is a statement of expected result for a given future period expressed in the numerical terms. So it tells us what are the expected result for the future period, and it is expressed in the numerical value. So like the cash budget, sale budget, and many more. So what are the features of budget? The first feature is it is a statement of expense and revenue for a specific period. Statement of revenue and expense for a specific period. First feature. What is the second feature? It is numerically expressed. Hence comparison will be easy. Comparison is easy. You can compare the actual figures with the expected figures and take the corrective action. On the basis of comparison, corrective action can be taken. What are examples of it? Say the cash budget, sales budget, sale budget, or union budget of a country are the example of it. So this is budget. It is a statement of revenue expenses for a specific period which is numerically expressed, and it helps in the comparison. So we are moving toward the last type of the plan, that is program. What the program is? These are the detailed statement about a project which outlines the objectives, policies, procedures, rules, tasks, human and physical resources required, and the budget to implement any course of action. So these are the detailed statement about the projects which outlines all the things like objective, policies, procedures, rules and tasks, and the human physical resources which is required, and the budget to implement any course of action. Feature of it: if you talk about the program, it includes the gamut of all activities. It is gamut of all activities as well as the organization policy, and hence it will contribute to the overall business plan, and hence contribute to overall business plan. Examples of programs, say construction of shopping mall, construction of shopping mall, or say when you open a new department, opening up of a new department. These are the certain examples of the program. Hence, it will be clear to you. So these are the 8 types of plans, which is classified on the basis of the types they want to achieve, right? And yes, on the basis of that, comparison between these different types of plan can be done. Say if you want to compare the objectives in the policy, you want to compare the policy and procedure, policy and strategy, the rule and policy, you can easily can done on the basis of these features which we have discussed and the definition which we have discussed. So that's it about the planning, right? Next time we'll be discussing about the next topic. Till then, take care of yourself. Thank you.